Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of my PLL Algorithms tutorial series. In this video, I'll go over the last 7 cases, and one more secret case that nobody knows about. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so for our first case here, we have what is called an F-Perm. And this is what it looks like. Basically, we have one full face that is solved, and then we have an edge opposite of that face that is also solved. So as we can see here, the green is matched with the green center. We have these two corners that need to be swapped, and we have this edge that needs to be swapped with this edge. So this is kind of like an H-perm, T-perm type of deal, with having two edges need to be swapped and two corners need to be swapped. So we're going to hold the cube so that the solved face is in the back, and the edge that matches with the centerpiece is facing us. And with yellows are up face, we're going to do this algorithm. Here it is at regular speed. And now a bit slower. The next case here is what was called a V-perm. And basically we have a bar here, so we have orange here that are both solved, and blue here that are both solved, connected by this corner piece. Now we have two corners that are opposites, so this corner needs to go here, and this one needs to go here. Also we have these two edges that need to be swapped. So here, we're going to hold the cube so that of these two bars, one is on the left side, and the other is facing us. And with yellows are up face, here's the algorithm at regular speed. And now a bit slower. So this case is what is called an E-perm. And all of the edges in this case are solved. This is the exact opposite of an H-perm, where all of the corners were solved. This time all the edges are solved, and all the corners need to be swapped around. So the main part is how we're going to hold the cube in this algorithm. First, we're going to do an X prime, and this is part of the algorithm. An X prime is where you take the cube and you rotate it up once. That's an X prime. And then you do the algorithm. But before we do that, we want you to notice the pattern of the corners. As you can see, we have the red and blue corner, and that needs to go here between the red and blue centers. And that corner needs to go right here. So these two corners need to be swapped, which means that the corners on the opposite side need to be swapped as well. So we want to hold the cube so that the corners that need to be swapped with each other are going vertical. Meaning by that we have the corners that need to be swapped are being pointed up. Instead of going across the bottom, they're on the left and right sides. So again, we want to rotate our cube using an X prime, and then we perform the algorithm. Here it is at regular speed. And now a bit slower. So for these last 4 cases, we have what is called G-perms. And we're going to go ahead and go over all of them right now, because these are the last 4 algorithms that we're going to learn. Now, these are in my opinion, and in most other people's opinions as well, the hardest of the PLL algorithms to learn. So we're just going to take them one by one. To start off with, we're going to learn the GA-perm. There's 4 of these cases you can see, because I have 4 cubes here. And all I want to say is the similarities first. All of these cubes, as you can see, have headlights. You can see that all of the cubes have solved corners, but then the edges are mixed up. So that's the first thing you want to notice about G-perms. They all have headlights. Second, all G-perms have bars of corner and edges somewhere on the last layer. So now we know that all G-perms have headlights, and all G-perms also have bars. Those are the only two similarities between them. Everything else is different. So we're going to go ahead and start off with GA. So move these out of the way. We'll go over those next. But GA is the first one we're going to go over. And as I said before, they all have headlights and all have a bar. The important part about the G-perms that makes them all different is where that bar is on the cube. That bar is never connected with the headlights. So this bar can never be here or here, because that would make it an R-perm. So it's going to either be in one of these four positions. Right here, 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 or back here. We always want to hold the cube so that the headlights are on the left side. And this is the first case. Let's just go ahead and go over this one. Once again, we want to hold the headlights on the left side of us, and the bar is on the right side of us. Now we want to notice where the bar is. Could be right here or here. In this case, it's on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the cube so that the headlights are, of course, facing to the left, and the bars, this bar is facing to the right. And with the yellow on top, here's the algorithm at regular speed. And also, before we do this in a slower motion, I just want to say that a Y is when you rotate the cube over this way once, to the right, one time. A Y prime is when you rotate it to the left one time. This G-perm will have a Y prime, so we'll rotate it to the left at some point. And here it is in slow motion. And so now we have the second G-perm, also known as GB, and once again we have the headlights on the left side. Instead of the bar being on the right face and the two left side layers, it's now on the back right side. So we're going to hold the cube the exact same way, with headlights to the left, except this time the bar is in the back. So here's the algorithm at regular speed. And now a bit slower. So for GD now, we have, once again, headlights and a bar. This time the bar is facing us. This is the exact opposite of GB, where the bar, with the headlights to the left, is in the back. So this algorithm we're going to do is going to be somewhat opposite. It's not quite, but it's almost. So here is the algorithm at regular speed. And now a bit slower. So we have GD here, and this is what it looks like. Once again, we have the headlights facing to the left, and we have this bar. This time it's on the right side of this face on the right. So we hold the yellow as their up face, and as I just said, the headlights to the left, we do this algorithm. Here it is at regular speed. And now a bit slower. Thank you guys for watching the third out of the 3 parts to this 3x3 Rubik's Cube PLL Algorithms tutorial series. I hope you guys were able to learn all of your PLLs successfully. If you guys like this video, then make sure to hit that like button down below. And please subscribe to Cubing Outlet. TS and I would really appreciate it. Just about forgot. These are the PLLs that nobody knows about. We've got U, U prime, U2, and nothing. Those are the PLLs that nobody ever considers as a PLL. Even though they technically are, because it's just like U, U prime, U2, that sort of thing. Or you can just have a total, you don't have to do any PLL algorithm moves, but you get the point. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.